I used to believe that my skin's health was tied directly to how much money I was willing to spend at the department store. For years, my morning routine was a 6-step process featuring a $90 serum and a $60 barrier cream that I hoped would fix my complexion. But 30 days ago, I threw that routine in the trash and replaced it with a few cents worth of frozen water and tea bags. By the end of the month, my morning redness had almost entirely vanished, and my skin felt tighter than it had in years. We have all experienced that specific sense of defeat when we look in a mirror first thing in the morning. You see the puffiness under your eyes that makes you look exhausted even after 8 hours of sleep, and the persistent angry inflammation across your cheeks that never seems to settle. It is a cycle of frustration where you feel like you are constantly fighting against your own face, trying to hide or scrub away the evidence of a restless night or a flare-up. When we see these symptoms, our first instinct is usually to go shopping. We are told that we can buy a solution in a bottle, so we reach for heavy, expensive chemical creams that promise to soothe and repair overnight. We assume that if a product is thick, luxurious, and carries a high price tag, it possesses some advanced science our skin is missing. However, these products often sit on the surface, masking the problem without addressing why the tissue is reacting in the first place. If you look at the back of those bottles, you will see a list of 40 or 50 ingredients, like synthetic fragrances, heavy chemical stabilizers, and complex acids. When you layer these onto a face that is already red and reactive, you are often overwhelming the skin's natural defenses. These heavy chemical layers can actually suffocate the tissue and compromise your lipid barrier, creating a situation where the very products you bought to help are actually prolonging the irritation and keeping your face in a constant state of defense. The shift happens when you move away from the vanity cabinet and toward the freezer. Most of the tools needed are in your kitchen pantry. By taking a specific type of tea, freezing it into concentrated blocks, and applying it through a controlled thermal technique, you can bypass the chemical additives and interact directly with the underlying biology of your facial tissue. You cannot achieve long-term skin clarity by simply piling more synthetic material on top of an inflamed surface. True improvement requires you to change how your cells and blood vessels react to the environment. To understand why this frozen method outperformed my $200 routine, we have to look at what happens to your blood vessels the moment they hit the freezing point. The primary driver of this method is the sudden thermal shock. When you move an ice-cold surface across your face, your nervous system immediately detects the temperature drop and sends a signal to your vascular system. It is a localized survival response that triggers an immediate change in the way blood moves through your facial tissue. This diagram illustrates vasoconstriction. Notice these wide, inflamed red blood vessels. As cold makes contact, these vessels rapidly narrow, a physical response happening in seconds. This constriction mechanically displaces stagnant blue lymphatic fluid pooled in the tissue, acting like a pump to force excess fluid into the drainage system. This is a direct physical action. A traditional eye cream relies on your skin's ability to absorb caffeine or botanical extracts, which can take 20 minutes to an hour to show even a minor result. With cold application, you are using physics to move the fluid out of your face. You aren't waiting for a formula to work. You are manually clearing the inflammation. This process serves as a physical displacement of inflammation. It allows you to clear the traffic jam of fluid that makes the face look dull and swollen every morning. But while the cold handles the physical swelling, we need a way to repair the skin cells themselves. That is where the water stops and the green tea begins. Using plain water ice cubes will give you the depuffing effect, but it leaves the second half of the problem untouched. Once you have flushed the excess fluid, the skin cells are still dealing with oxidative stress and environmental damage. To fix that, we have to change the chemical makeup of the ice itself. This is why we use high-quality green tea. These leaves contain a specific polyphenol called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGGC. This isn't just a generic nutrient. It is one of the most potent antioxidants found in nature, and it is uniquely suited for topical application on human skin. In this cellular view, jagged free radicals from pollution bombard the skin, causing microscopic damage and redness. Watch the green EGCG molecules spread, neutralizing these jagged particles before they cause inflammation. The EGCG also interacts with your overactive sebaceous glands, signaling them to reduce the output of thick, pore-clogging sebum, preventing oily buildup. When you freeze this tea, you are creating a delivery system that works on two levels simultaneously. The cold handles the mechanical tightening and fluid drainage on the surface, while the melting tea releases a concentrated dose of EGCG that can penetrate the chilled pores to provide deep cellular repair. It is a dual-action process that targets both the appearance and the health of the tissue. However, because you are dealing with extreme temperatures, the way you apply this is the difference between a clear complexion and permanent scarring. To prepare this correctly, you must brew a highly concentrated cup of organic green tea using 2 bags and let it steep until the water is dark. Most importantly, you have to let it cool to room temperature before pouring it into a silicone mold. If you freeze it while it is still hot, you can actually degrade some of the antioxidant compounds you're trying to save. Before you start, you must understand a significant risk. You should never, under any circumstances, place a raw, 0-degree surface of ice directly against your bare skin for more than a second. If you press bare ice into your cheek and hold it there, you are risking an ice burn. The freezing temperature can cause the water inside your skin cells to crystallize, which can lead to the permanent bursting of delicate facial capillaries. This results in tiny, permanent red spider veins around the nose and cheeks that often require laser surgery to remove. The only safe way to perform this is by wrapping the frozen cube in a thin, clean cotton cloth. This creates a thermal buffer that allows the cold to penetrate without freezing the surface cells. You must keep the cube in a constant gliding motion, moving from the center of your face outward and never stopping in one spot. There is also a specific addition that helps protect your skin's natural barrier during this process. Adding 1 drop of pure aloe vera gel into the tea before freezing it creates a more soothing texture. As the cube melts through the cloth, the aloe provides a protective film that prevents the cold from stripping away your natural oils. Working directly with these thermal responses requires strict adherence to these safety protocols. If you follow the movement and use a barrier, you can safely leverage the cold. But to see the real change I experienced, you have to understand why you can't stop after just 1 week. I tracked the changes in my skin every morning for 30 days. In the first few days, I saw a minor reduction in puffiness, but my acne and redness were still visible. By day 10, the texture of my skin started to feel smoother, but the major shift didn't occur until I was nearly 4 weeks into the experiment. It didn't look different after 1 application, or even 5. This timeline is governed by your biology, not by the product you use. Your skin operates on a strict turnover cycle that takes roughly 28 days. This is the time it takes for new cells to be born at the deepest layer and slowly migrate to the surface. To see the impact of the green tea in the cold, you have to wait for an entire generation of fresh, healthy cells to reach the top. By the end of this cycle, the transformation was evident. The deep-seated redness around my nose had faded. My pores appeared significantly smaller because they weren't being stretched by excess oil, and my overall complexion had a natural brightness that I used to try and achieve with high-end highlighters. If you are tired of chasing expensive trends and you want to start focusing on the actual science of your skin, make sure to like this video and subscribe. We focus on evidence-based methods that you can actually use at home. I'm curious to know your results. If you have tried cold therapy or natural tea-based routines before, leave a comment below. I want to know if you saw a similar change in your skin's texture, or if you have another method that worked better for you. Real skin health is not a luxury that is only available to those who can afford the most expensive products. It is a biological process that you can influence with simple, precise tools and a little bit of patience. You don't need a miracle in a bottle. You just need to understand how your body works.